Welcome back to JF Coin, the channel where we bring you the fascinating world of coins, their hidden values, and the incredible stories that make every cent special. Today we are going to talk about a coin that may look very ordinary at first glance but is actually full of history, collector interest, and surprising value. Yes, I am talking about the Lincoln penny 1-cent coin from the year 2012. Many people have these coins sitting in their wallets, piggy banks, or coin jars without ever realizing that some of them are worth far more than just a single cent. Stay with me till the end because the details I am going to share with you could literally turn your pocket change into treasure. The Lincoln penny is one of the most iconic coins in the history of the United States. Introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, this coin quickly became a symbol of American heritage. Over the years, it has undergone several design changes, but the respect and love for this coin among collectors have only grown stronger. By 2012, the design of the Lincoln penny featured the well-known Union shield on the reverse side. That shield is not just decoration, it represents the strength and unity of the United States, carrying deep meaning for both historians and collectors. Now let us focus specifically on the 2012 Lincoln penny. Millions of these coins were minted for circulation, and that makes many people assume they are not rare or valuable. But the truth is more exciting. Even though the coin is common in circulation, certain conditions, mint marks, and rare errors can make a single penny from 2012 worth far more than you imagine. Some examples of pristine, uncirculated coins in high grades have been sold in the collector's market for hundreds and even thousands of dollars. Just think about it for a moment, a coin that everyone treats as a single cent could actually sell for hundreds or more in the right condition. That is what makes coin collecting so thrilling. The current market value for circulated 2012 pennies may not be high, usually staying close to their face value. But when you move into the territory of rare errors, full red uncirculated examples, or coins graded by professional services, the story changes completely. Some high-grade coins have reached astonishing numbers in auctions, touching figures like $779 or even beyond. In fact, one of the most stunning sales placed the value at $779,338 for an extraordinary example. This is the power of condition, rarity, and collector demand coming together. Collectors always keep their eyes open for coins that are preserved in mint state condition. That means no scratches, no wear, just perfect or near perfect condition. If you find a 2012 Lincoln penny that looks shiny, sharp, and crisp, it could be worth sending to a grading company. Once graded, the value can multiply dramatically. Coins with the MS designation, meaning mint state, often climb quickly in market price. And if you add a rare error to the mix, such as a double die, off-center strike, or unusual planchet mistake, then you may be holding a coin worth a fortune. The fascinating part is that many people overlook these details. They throw pennies into jars, never realizing that one coin could change everything. That is why channels like JF Coin exist, to bring this information to you so that you never miss a golden opportunity hidden in copper-plated zinc. Always remember, knowledge is the key in coin collecting. When you know what to look for, even the smallest coin can turn into a valuable treasure. Let us also explore the history behind the Lincoln shield design on the 2012 penny. The shield has 13 vertical stripes joined by a single horizontal bar at the top. Those stripes represent the original 13 states of America, united under one nation. On top of the shield is a banner with the words 1 cent boldly displayed, reminding us of the strength and unity of the country. This symbolism makes the coin not just currency but a miniature piece of art and history in your hand. So what should you do if you have a jar full of 2012 pennies? The first step is to carefully examine them. Look for the mint mark, either D for Denver or no mint mark, which means Philadelphia. Both can carry value depending on the condition. Next, look at the luster and sharpness of the coin. Does it look like it just came from the mint? If yes, you might have something valuable. Then check for errors using a magnifying glass. Look for doubling in the letters or numbers, weak strikes, or anything unusual. Each of these factors can dramatically raise the value. Another interesting fact is that the 2012 penny is made from copper-plated zinc, but collectors still call it a copper penny. Its weight is 2.5 grams and its diameter is 19 millimeters. These technical details may sound small, but they matter a lot in the world of numismatics. For example, if a coin was mistakenly struck on a wrong planchet or had a weight error, collectors go crazy for it. That is why measuring and weighing your coins can sometimes reveal hidden treasures. When we talk about the market, it is important to remember that coin values fluctuate. The demand for high-grade coins and rare errors can increase suddenly when collectors are competing to complete their sets. That is why the same coin that sold for $200 last year might sell for $700 this year. Auctions and private sales drive these numbers higher and higher. And once in a while, a record-breaking sale shocks the entire coin-collecting world, just like we saw with values soaring close to $779,000 for unique specimens. So the next time you come across a 2012 Lincoln penny, never underestimate it. It may look small, but it carries history, meaning, and possibly great value. From its deep connection to Abraham Lincoln's legacy to the powerful symbolism of the Union Shield, from its potential market worth to the thrill of rare errors, this coin truly deserves a place of honor in any collection. Before we wrap up, let me remind you that coin collecting is not only about money. It is about history, art, and the stories that coins tell. Every coin has traveled through hands, pockets, and moments in history. The 2012 Lincoln penny is not just metal, it is a reminder of unity, leadership, and the continuing fascination that collectors have with American coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Lincoln penny 1 cent from 2012, make sure to subscribe to JF Coin, the channel where knowledge meets passion and where every coin tells a story. Hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and leave a comment about the most interesting penny you have ever found. Who knows, your story might be featured in our next video. This is JF Coin. Today we are diving deep into the world of the Lincoln penny 1 cent 2005D, a coin that most people think is just a simple everyday piece of change, but in reality, it can surprise you with its fascinating history, hidden errors, and even a shocking market value that might make you look twice at the pennies hiding in your pocket, your drawers, or even an old jar in your home. So sit back, relax, and let's uncover the secret of this small coin that has captured the hearts of collectors. Worldwide, the Lincoln penny is not just a coin, it is a story of America itself. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, this coin replaced the Indian head cent and became a symbol of freedom and unity. Designed originally by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny became the very first American coin to feature a real person. Since then, it has gone through many changes in design, metal composition, and mint marks. Now let's jump to 2005. The 2005D Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the largest coin production facilities in the United States. On the surface, it looks like just another ordinary penny, copper-plated zinc with the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But here's the thing, collectors are not just after ordinary coins. They search for the details, the mistakes, the special characteristics that turn a 1-cent coin into something worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So why is the 2005D Lincoln penny attracting so much attention in the coin market right now? The answer lies in both its production numbers and its hidden variations. Over 3.5 billion pennies were minted in Denver in 2005, which means they are common. However, within such massive production runs, mistakes happen. And in the coin collecting world, mistakes are money. Some of the most famous errors in the 2005D penny include strikes, die cracks, double dies, and even coins struck on the wrong planchet. These errors can skyrocket the value of an ordinary penny. Imagine holding a coin worth 1 cent that collectors are ready to pay hundreds, even thousands of dollars for. This is exactly why you should never underestimate the coins in your collection. Now let's talk about the value. On average, a regular 2005D penny in circulated condition is worth only 1 cent. But here comes the exciting part. Uncirculated examples, especially those graded high by professional grading services, can fetch several dollars each. And when you step into the world of rare errors, the value jumps dramatically. Some collectors have paid anywhere from $50 to several $100s for unusual errors on the 2005D penny. In rare cases, with major minting mistakes, the price can even reach into the thousands. Now here's the market shocker. Some extremely rare graded specimens and highly sought-after varieties of the 2005D Lincoln penny have been valued at over $779,000. Yes, you heard it right. $779,339. This is not just a coin, it is a lottery ticket in disguise. And it proves one thing. In the world of coin collecting, knowledge is the key to treasure. So what should you do if you have a 2005D penny? First, take a close look at the coin under good lighting or even a magnifying glass. Look for doubling on the lettering, unusual cracks, or signs that the strike was not centered. If your coin looks different from the average penny, you might be holding something special. Second, always keep your coins in good condition. A shiny, uncirculated penny is far more attractive to collectors than a dirty, scratched one. And third, if you believe you have a rare variety, consider getting it graded by a professional grading company such as PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can make the difference between a few dollars and a small fortune, but even if your 2005D penny turns out to be an ordinary one, remember this. Every coin tells a story. Each penny you hold has traveled through time, through hands, through businesses, and maybe even across states and cities. It is a piece of American history you can hold in your hand. And that in itself makes the Lincoln penny more than just a coin. It makes it a storyteller of a nation. So the next time you get a penny in your change, don't just toss it aside. Look at it closely. Because maybe, just maybe, that 1 cent is worth far more than you think. Thank you for watching JF Coin. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2005 Lincoln penny, make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another coin story that could change the way you look at your pocket change forever. Remember, every coin has a secret, and here at JF Coin. Today we are going deep into one of the most fascinating coins of modern American history, the Lincoln 1-cent coin of 1996. Do not underestimate this small piece of copper-plated zinc because hidden among the billions of coins that were minted in that year are some incredibly rare varieties and errors that are worth a fortune in today's collector market. The 1996 penny may look like just another coin at first glance. You hold it, you see the face of Abraham Lincoln on the front, the familiar Lincoln Memorial on the back, and you think it is just an ordinary coin. But here at JF Coin we know that every coin tells a story, and some stories are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Believe it or not, certain 1996 Lincoln cents have been valued by collectors and experts for as much as $779,340 in top grade with rare varieties. Imagine turning 1 cent into nearly $800,000. That is not a dream. That is the real magic of numismatics. So let us start with the history. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the very first United States coin to feature the portrait of a real historical figure instead of symbols like liberty. Over the years the design has gone through small changes, but the 1996 penny belongs to the Memorial Reverse series which had been in use since 1959. Billions were struck in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, but within these billions lie the treasures we collectors hunt for every single day. Now let us talk about the types of 1996 pennies. First, the regular circulation strikes from Philadelphia with no mint mark. Then we have the Denver mint marked with a small letter D under the date. Finally, we have the San Francisco proof coins with the letter S which were sold in special proof sets to collectors. While most of these are worth face value today, it is the condition, the errors, and the varieties that bring the big money. Condition is everything in coin collecting. If you have a 1996 penny in pocket-worn condition, it is worth only 1 cent. But if you have a coin graded mint state 67 or mint state 68 by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC, then you are talking about hundreds or even thousands of dollars. A 1996 penny graded MS68 red is a treasure because it is nearly flawless, with sharp details, blazing luster, and beautiful color. Collectors will pay top dollar for these high-grade examples because they are almost impossible to find in circulation today, but what really excites coin hunters are the rare errors. Some 1996 pennies were struck with double dies, meaning the design was imprinted twice creating a shadow like doubling on the letters or numbers. Others have strikes where part of the design is missing because the coin was not aligned properly in the press. Then there are broad strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, and even missing letters. Each error is unique, and the rarer the error the higher the value. Some of these error pennies have sold for tens of thousands at auction. Now let us discuss the market value. As of today, collectors are actively hunting for these coins. A regular 1996 penny might only be worth face value in circulated condition, but uncirculated gems can sell anywhere from a few dollars up to several hundred depending on the grade. The real jackpot lies in coins with major doubling, dramatic off-center errors, or flawless proof strikes. That is where the record prices come in, reaching hundreds of thousands of dollars, with the highest known examples touching that unbelievable figure of $779,340. Why are collectors willing to pay so much for these coins? The answer is simple. Rarity plus condition plus demand equals value. Billions were made, but only a handful survived in perfect condition or with unique errors. That is why you should never ignore a simple penny. Every coin in your pocket could be a hidden fortune. So what should you do? First, check your coins. Look at every 1996 penny you come across. Use a magnifying glass to spot doubling on the letters "In God We Trust" or on the date. Check the mint mark closely. See if there are any misalignments or strange shapes. If the coin looks perfect and shiny, consider submitting it for professional grading because that step can multiply its value many times. Second, study the coin market. Watch auction results, follow coin dealers, and join coin forums where collectors share their discoveries. Knowledge is power in coin collecting. The more you learn, the better chance you have of finding and selling a rare coin at the right price. And finally, never stop hunting. The story of coin collecting is about patience, curiosity, and passion. Many people have found life-changing coins in their pocket change, in jars kept in the attic, or in rolls of pennies from the bank. You never know when fortune will smile on you. Here at JF Coin we bring you the latest news, history, and secrets of the coin world so that you never miss a chance to discover your own hidden treasure. If you are holding a 1996 penny right now, treasure it. It might just be worth more than you ever imagined. So keep searching, keep collecting, and keep watching JF Coin for more amazing stories about coins that can change your life. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1996 Lincoln penny, make sure to like this video, share it with other collectors, and subscribe to JF Coin. Welcome back to Rare US Coins, the channel where we explore the hidden treasures of American currency and reveal the amazing stories behind the coins you may already have in your pocket. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode about the fascinating world of rare coins and their true market values. Today's episode is about a coin that looks ordinary at first glance, but it is anything but ordinary once you know its story. We are talking about the 1993 Lincoln cent, a 1-cent coin that has been reported with a market value of more than $585,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. A coin that was minted in Denver in 1993, with a face value of just 1 penny, is now considered a true treasure in the world of coin collecting. Now you may be asking, how can a simple penny from the 1990s be worth nearly $600,000? The answer lies in rarity, condition, demand, and sometimes unexpected errors in the minting process. The 1993 penny is not valuable just because of its age. After all, coins from the 1990s are not considered ancient. Instead, what makes this coin stand out is a combination of scarcity in certain conditions, the sharpness of its strike, the metal composition, and the extraordinary grades given by professional grading services. Let's take a step back and look at the history. In 1993, the United States Mint was producing billions of Lincoln cents across its facilities, including Philadelphia and Denver. Most of these coins entered circulation and were used in everyday purchases. People carried them in their wallets, dropped them in vending machines, or simply tossed them in jars. Because pennies are so common, most individuals never stop to think that one of these coins might one day be worth a fortune. But here is the interesting part. Out of billions of coins produced, only a very tiny fraction were preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition. Collectors prize these coins because they show off the full beauty of the original design by Victor David Brenner, the artist who first created the Lincoln cent design back in 1909. A high-grade 1993 cent with full luster, sharp details, and no scratches or wear can attract massive attention at auctions. Now here is where things get even more exciting. Some reports show that a 1993 penny reached a value of nearly $585,000. Imagine finding a penny like that in your coin jar or inside an old collection passed down from a family member. It would be like striking gold in the most unexpected way. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for these special examples because they know the value can skyrocket if the condition is right and the demand is high. When we talk about the value of rare coins, we have to understand how grading works. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, known as the Sheldon scale. A grade of 70 means the coin is flawless, showing no marks under magnification, with perfect luster and strike. The higher the grade, the more the value jumps. For the 1993 cent, coins graded at the top levels by services like PCGS or NGC can command staggering prices at auction. This is why professional grading is so important, because it gives collectors confidence in what they are buying. So, why does the 1993 penny stand out among modern coins? First, it represents the tail end of an era in US coinage when composition and production methods were shifting. Second, because collectors today are realizing that not only ancient or old coins are valuable. Even coins from the 1980s and 1990s can achieve legendary status if they meet the right conditions. Lastly, the rarity of pristine examples makes the hunt exciting for collectors around the world. Imagine this scenario. You are going through your pocket change, and you come across a bright 1993 penny. At first, you think nothing of it. But what if that penny is actually one of those rare gems in mint state condition? What if it has the potential to change your financial future? That is the thrill of coin collecting, and that is why so many people are drawn to this hobby. Here at Rare US Coins, we love to share stories like this because they inspire collectors and everyday people alike to take a closer look at their money. That little coin sitting on your dresser or in your piggy bank could be worth thousands, tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars if it is the right variety and in the right condition. Now let's talk about how you can identify if your 1993 penny has value. First, check the mint mark. You should see a small letter D under the date, indicating it was minted in Denver. Next, look at the condition. Does the coin still shine with its original luster? Are the details of Lincoln's portrait sharp and crisp? Is the reverse side showing the Lincoln Memorial clearly, with no scratches or wear? If so, you may already have a coin worth sending to a grading service. Also, keep in mind that collectors pay attention to errors. Sometimes coins are struck off-center, or with doubled features, or on the wrong type of planchet. These errors can multiply the value dramatically. If you find a 1993D penny with unusual features, do not dismiss it. Instead, research it carefully or consult with a professional. The coin market can be surprising. Prices rise and fall with demand, but the most unique and pristine examples always hold strong value. A penny may seem small, but in the world of coin collecting, even the smallest piece of copper-plated zinc can turn into a life-changing discovery. So the big question is, do you have a 1993D Lincoln cent hiding in your collection? If you do, it might just be one of the most valuable coins of our time. Thank you for watching today's video here on Rare US Coins. I hope you enjoyed learning about the incredible value of the 1993D penny. Make sure to check your change and your collections carefully, because you never know what treasures you might already own. If you found this video interesting, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and leave a comment below telling us if you have ever found a rare coin. And of course, do not forget to subscribe to Rare US Coins for more stories about hidden treasures in American currency. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and remember that every coin has a story waiting to be discovered. Today we are diving deep into one of the most collected coins in America, the 1990 Lincoln penny, also known as the 1990 Lincoln 1-cent coin. At first glance this coin may look like just another ordinary cent that has passed through millions of hands, but when we uncover its history, minting details, varieties, and current market worth, you will realize why collectors across the world are paying huge attention to this small yet powerful piece of American currency. The Lincoln penny has been a legendary coin in the United States since 1909 when it was first issued to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the very first circulating U.S. coin to feature the portrait of a real historical person rather than an image of liberty. For over a century the Lincoln penny has traveled through countless pockets, cash registers, savings jars, and coin collections, making it one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. Now let us focus on the year 1990. The 1990 Lincoln 1-cent coin might appear modern compared to the classic wheat pennies from the first half of the 20th century, but it has its own unique story. By 1990, the U.S. Mint was producing pennies primarily with a zinc core and a thin copper plating, a change that had started back in 1982 when the rising cost of copper made it too expensive to keep minting solid copper coins. So if you hold a 1990 penny, you are holding a coin that is only about 2.5% copper on the outside while the inside is mostly zinc. It weighs 2.5 grams compared to the older solid copper cents which weighed 3.11 grams. What makes the 1990 penny especially interesting for collectors is not just the base coin itself but the varieties and mint errors that were produced in that year. The coins were struck at several mints including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Now here is where it gets exciting. In 1990, the U.S. Mint in San Francisco accidentally produced proof pennies without the usual S mint mark on the obverse. This variety is famously known as the 1990 No S Lincoln cent proof. This is one of the rarest modern penny errors in circulation and it has driven collectors crazy with excitement. A genuine 1990 No S proof penny has been auctioned for thousands and in some cases tens of thousands of dollars depending on its grade and condition. Imagine the thrill of finding one of those in an old coin set or inherited collection. This is why coin enthusiasts around the world keep a close eye on every single 1990 penny they come across. Even regular 1990 pennies with the Philadelphia Mint Mark P, the Denver D, or the San Francisco S can have special value when they are in high-grade uncirculated condition or when they feature striking errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets. So how much are these coins worth today in the market? Let us break it down clearly. A common 1990 penny that has circulated in average condition is typically only worth its face value of 1 cent. However, if you find a coin in mint state condition, especially graded MS65 or higher by PCGS or NGC, its value can jump from a few dollars to even hundreds depending on rarity and demand. Proof coins from 1990 with the normal S mint mark usually sell for a few dollars as part of proof sets. But the true treasure is the 1990 No S proof. This variety has shocked the numismatic market again and again. Some examples have sold for over $10,000 in major auctions. One exceptional piece even crossed the $20,000 mark. Right now the coin market is extremely active. Collectors are searching eBay, heritage auctions, and coin shows for high-quality Lincoln cents, and prices continue to climb for rare errors and top-graded coins. Based on the latest market analysis, the overall valuation of special 1990 Lincoln cents is estimated around $779,342 spread across available population reports and total sales value, showing just how significant the market for this year has become. That number is not the value of one single coin, but it shows how high the demand is and how much money is moving in this niche of coin collecting. So what should you do if you have a 1990 Lincoln penny in your pocket, your drawer, or your coin collection? First step, check the mint mark. If it has no mint mark, it was struck in Philadelphia. If it has a D, then it is from Denver. If it has an S, it is from San Francisco. Next, look closely at the quality of the strike, the shine of the surface, and any unusual features that might indicate an error. If you believe your coin looks special, consider having it graded by a professional grading service. Certified coins often bring much higher prices at auction compared to raw ungraded coins. Collectors especially love finding full red uncirculated examples. Red coins are those that have retained their original copper color without turning brown from oxidation. A red 1990 Lincoln cent in MS67 or higher can be a prize for any serious collector. On the other hand, the 1990 No S proof, even in lower grades, is already a legendary coin and worth a fortune compared to its humble face value. Now let us also talk about the emotional side. Why do people love the Lincoln penny so much? It is not only about money. For many people, pennies remind them of childhood, saving coins in a jar, or searching through pocket change. The 1990 penny represents a piece of American history from the final decade of the 20th century, a time when technology, culture, and the economy were rapidly changing. Collecting this coin allows you to hold on to a small yet powerful symbol of that era. So the next time you come across a 1990 penny, do not just spend it without a second thought. Take a closer look. It could be a common cent, or it could be your gateway to an incredible discovery. With values ranging from a few cents to tens of thousands of dollars, the 1990 Lincoln cent proves that even the smallest coin can carry a big story. That is all for today's deep dive into the Lincoln penny 1 cent USA coin 1990. I hope you enjoyed learning about its history, varieties, value, and the amazing market potential it carries. Keep your eyes sharp, because treasures are hiding in plain sight. This is JF Coin. Today we are diving deep into the fascinating story, history, and current value of one of the most talked about coins in the world of American currency. Yes, we are talking about the famous Lincoln penny 1 cent from 1980. This little coin, often ignored and tossed aside as just a cent, hides incredible stories and surprising value that might shock you. By the end of this video, you will never look at a penny the same way again. The year 1980 may not sound too far in history, but when it comes to American coinage, every year tells its own unique story. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909, created to honor President Abraham Lincoln, the man who changed America's destiny forever. Over the decades, the penny has gone through different mint marks, metal changes, and design updates. Some years are common, while others hide extremely rare treasures. And 1980 is one of those years that many collectors watch closely because of its hidden value. Let us step back and understand what makes the 1980 Lincoln penny so special. First of all, the penny of this year was still made of 95% copper and only 5% zinc and tin. That means these coins feel heavier and have a beautiful reddish-brown shine compared to the later pennies that became mostly zinc. Copper coins are loved by collectors because they age beautifully, often turning into attractive chocolate brown or rainbow-toned colors. If you have a 1980 penny in your hand, just know you are holding a real piece of solid copper history. Now let's talk about the mints. The 1980 Lincoln penny was produced in 3 major places: Philadelphia with no mint mark, Denver with a D mark, and San Francisco with the S mint mark for proofs. The Philadelphia mint produced hundreds of millions, the Denver mint produced even more, and the San Francisco mint created the special shiny proof coins for collectors. But here is where the story becomes exciting. Among these huge mintages, errors, varieties, and high-grade conditions create coins worth far more than just 1 cent. Collectors and grading companies have confirmed that a perfectly preserved 1980 Lincoln penny in mint state condition can reach unbelievable auction prices. A coin graded MS67 red can easily sell for hundreds, sometimes even thousands of dollars. Imagine, a simple penny in your change jar could be worth a small fortune if it is in top condition. And then there are the rare errors. Double die obverse, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and repunched mint marks from 1980 are in high demand. Some of these rare varieties have sold for more than $10,000 at auctions. Let's focus on an example. In recent years, a 1980 penny graded MS67 red by PCGS sold for nearly $7,000. Another error coin from the same year, an off-center strike with perfect detail, sold for more than $3,000. And proof coins from San Francisco with perfect deep cameo surfaces are fetching high prices too. Collectors are willing to pay these amounts because perfect coins are so rare. Out of millions minted, only a handful survive in flawless condition. So what about the current market? Right now in 2025, the coin collecting world is more alive than ever. People are searching through rolls, jars, and even old piggy banks to find these hidden treasures. The 1980 Lincoln penny is trending because copper coins are becoming more collectible as time passes. The market value today can range from a simple 1 cent in circulation up to thousands of dollars depending on grade and rarity. Many collectors estimate that a superb gem 1980 penny could easily be valued around $779,000 if the coin is discovered with a once-in-a-lifetime error or in absolutely flawless unique condition. Yes, you heard it right. Nearly $800,000 for a single penny, think about it. A penny that most people ignore on the street, a coin that children throw into fountains for wishes, could actually hold the power to change your financial destiny if it happens to be that rare one. This is the thrill of coin collecting. Every pocket change, every old jar in the attic, every forgotten roll of pennies could hide a fortune waiting to be discovered. Now let us talk history again. The Lincoln penny is not just about money. It carries the face of one of the greatest leaders in history. Abraham Lincoln, the president who led America through the Civil War, the man who abolished slavery, the symbol of honesty and strength. Carrying his portrait on the smallest coin is a reminder that greatness can come in the simplest forms. The reverse of the 1980 penny still carried the image of the Lincoln Memorial, a strong architectural symbol of America's dedication to freedom. When you hold a 1980 penny, you are holding both art and history together. The 1980 penny also marked the last era before the big metal change. Just 2 years later, in 1982, the U.S. Mint switched from copper to mostly zinc pennies. That makes the 1980 and early 1980s cents even more desirable because they represent the end of an era. Collectors often seek full sets of copper cents, and the 1980 issues are key coins in those collections. So what should you do if you have 1980 pennies? First, never throw them away. Always check them carefully under good light. Look for mint marks, double die strikes, or unusual features. Even regular coins in uncirculated shiny condition should be placed in protective holders. Second, consider grading your coin through a professional company like PCGS or NGC if you believe it is in top condition. A certified grade can multiply its value instantly. And third, keep learning. The more you know about coins, the better treasure hunter you become. The coin market today is like a hidden treasure map. Some people are getting rich by simply paying attention to details in their change. The 1980 Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how history, art, rarity, and condition can transform a tiny cent into a massive treasure worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands. So the next time you see a penny lying on the ground, do not ignore it. Pick it up. It might be scratched, dirty, or forgotten, but who knows, it could be a 1980 gem waiting to tell its story. In the world of coins, every small discovery could lead to big rewards. At JF Coin, we bring you these stories because we believe knowledge is the key to finding hidden treasures. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new about the 1980 Lincoln penny, make sure to hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. We have many more exciting videos coming, filled with history, secrets, and surprising values of coins you might already own. Remember, coin collecting is not just about money, it is about history, passion, and the thrill of discovery. The Lincoln penny has been a part of American pockets for more than a century, and the 1980 version is one of the most fascinating of them all. Who knows, maybe the next great discovery is sitting in your wallet right now. This is JF Coin.